What is up, you guys? It is me again, Nigel Canclelis, eh? Alrighty, you guys. So, is the mark of the beast here yet? What is the mark of the beast? I'm going to be explaining those two questions in this video right here. But first, water. Alrighty. First things first. Is the mark of the beast here yet? And the answer to that question is no, it's not. However, I am sure that they're already starting to work on and develop the mark of the beast, but it's not here yet. Or maybe it might be here, but it won't, people won't have it yet. I'll get to that in a second. The mark of the beast will be here during the 7-year tribulation when the Antichrist comes. He's going to command people to worship him. Those who refuse to worship him will not receive the mark of the beast. But those who do worship him will have the mark of the beast either on their right hand, or their forehead. 666. And those who do not have it will not be able to buy nor sell, and also will be persecuted and martyred for their faith. For their faith. And if refuse to take it, will be killed or beheaded. So, but they will still be saved. Alright, so let's just, so what is the mark of the beast? Is the mark of the beast the COVID vaccination? No. Is the mark of the beast some kind of barcode chip implant? No. Is the mark of the beast another type of drug or shot or something like that? Like those neurotech things, like that brain implant things from Elon Musk? No. The mark of the beast is not any physical chip or barcode thing or anything like that. Rather, it's the symbol of the Antichrist. It's the number of the Antichrist, 666, on the forehead or the hand. So when somebody receives the mark of the beast, they'll see a 666 appear either on their forehead or their right hand. Some people have it on the forehead, some people have it on their hand. I'm guessing it's just a random spot on their hand or their where they'll have it. But no, it's not any of those things that I mentioned. It's a mark that you receive if you worship the Antichrist. And if you worship the Antichrist, you're not going to go to heaven. You're going to go to hell for all of eternity. So the Antichrist is going to stand on a stage somewhere in, I think, Jerusalem. And I think it's going to be like the third temple that he's going to stand on. And he's going to command a whole audience of people. And there's going to be news cameras everywhere, all around. And people all over the world are going to see this guy on TV, on the news. And be super convinced that he's a savior of the world. That he's the savior. He's going to come as a person who seems like a savior and pretend to be God. And many are going to be deceived and fall for it and worship him thinking he's God. And then receive the mark. Those who do receive the mark get temporal pleasure, like they'll still be able to get food and water, and but they won't go to heaven. They'll go to hell for all of eternity. They pretty much sold their soul. So and those who do not take the mark will not be able to buy or sell. This means they can't buy water, anything that they don't have stocked up. They can't buy or they can't buy again for like survival, like food or water. And also they'll be killed. The Antichrist will they'll be commanded to be murdered or martyred, but they'll still go to heaven. What else was there? I was forget to say. Oh yeah, and then at the end of the tribulation, those who took the mark of the beast will realize they've been super deceived, because they'll see the real Jesus appearing out of the sky, out of the clouds of heaven, with all the mighty angels and glory and everything. And he will destroy those people who took the mark of the beast, along with the Antichrist. He would destroy them, throw them into the lake of fire with the false prophet and the beast and the false prophet will be the first inhabitants of the lake of fire, and then the devil and all of the other people who took the mark of the beast. The Antichrist is not a person, it's the devil himself. The Antichrist is not a human being, it's the devil himself in human form. So it's not Satan possessing somebody, it's literally Satan himself. I just want to make that very clear right there. People are like, oh, what, the Antichrist is a person that was human and whatnot before the tribulation happened, and Satan, his spirit possessed him. Absolutely not. It is the devil himself. Just want to make that clear right there. So yeah, there's nothing really much more to say about in this video. So if you're hearing places, oh, you're going to get the mark of the beast if you take the vax, not true. But do not take the do not take the COVID vaccine though. It is strictly prohibited by God. No, it's not the mark of the beast, but it is strictly prohibited by God. It's not possible to have the mark of the beast right now, because it's not been enforced yet until the Antichrist comes and commands people to worship him. It might exist right now. Actually, no, it doesn't even exist right now. Sorry. Again, it doesn't exist until the Antichrist enforces it enforces it and commands people to worship him. Then it will appear on their forehead or their right hand. So it's not a chip, it's not a brain implant, although all these things are still evil, but it's not the mark of the beast. So have no fear, it is not here yet.